The Caretaker, written by Harold Pinter. It is an absurd play. In this play, there are only three characters. They are Aston, Mike, and Davies. Aston is a man at early 30s and he is brother of Mick. And Mick is a man at early 20s. He is the younger brother of Aston and Davies is an old man. Aston, in his young age, he was affected by hallucination. So he was undergone electroshock treatment. He has difficulty in ordering his thoughts also. Though he is mentally affected, he saves Davis from an inn and offers place to him. Mick is a younger brother of Aston. They don't have any close association, but they live together in the same house. He takes care of the health of Aston, and also he gives the job of renovation to his brother Aston. But Mick is somewhat seems to be aggressive and violent. Davis seems to be loud, arrogant, and overconfident. He blames blacks and foreigners. He is unwilling to do his works. It is obviously seen in his in scene. Since he is extremely ungrateful to Aston, both the brother sent him out. Act 1, Scene 1. The play begins in a single room where there are clumsy of things the viewers can see. There are many different things like iron bed against the wall, paint buckets, boxes, vases, an electric toaster, newspaper, a bucket hanging from the roof, a gas stove, and a statue of Buddha on the stove. When the play begins, Aston and Davis gets inside the house, and the appearance of Aston and Davis are very different. Aston is wearing an old suit and a tweed jacket, and Davis wears an old jacket and sandals but no shoes. We know that the winter climate in England it seems to be very cool, and without shoe, no one can sleep well. So Davis couldn't sleep well because of this sandals. And this picture shows the clumsy circumstance of the house. When Davies enters the home of Aston and Mick, he starts to complain about his previous job. He worked in an inn. There he couldn't find seat to sit. There Greeks, Poles, and blacks visited, but Davies didn't have place to sit. So he complains about his previous job. Aston and Davis, they share their ideas, and Aston offers him some cigarette. Davis accepts that offer. Davis says about his personal life and he gives reasons about his divorce. He doesn't like his wife's dirty nature and he separates from her. He tells Aston how the old man in the inn asked him to take the bucket. Davis didn't obey the words of the old man because there his job was just clean the place. So he didn't ready to work hard. And Davies worry about his bag, which he left in the inn because he keeps everything in that bag and he just leaves the bag when the fight starts. Davies looks around the room and he saw curtains on the next door and asked Aston about it. Aston said that it was an Indian family. Aston lets Davis try on a pair of shoes. While Davis tries them on, he continuously asking about the black people who are residing nearby. He also looks around the house and see some of the things which are really not working. Aston begins to help Davies that he should feel like a home. And also he gives some money to Davies. Again, Davies complains about weather and he says that he keeps his paper, that means his ID card, in a zip. So he had to go there and gets that paper in order to travel some places, because recently he has changed his name from Mac Davis to Bernard Jenkins. So he wants to travel the place in the name of Jenkins only. For that, he needs his identity papers. In Act 2, Mick, the another character, enters the home. He finds that someone is inside his home without his permission. So he starts to beats him and he starts to ill-treat Davis. But Davis said that he was taken by Aston the last night and he slept there. So Mick starts to ask question of whether he slept in the bed, and Davis said that yes, he slept in that night. Mick doesn't like that because that bed is belonged to his mother. And Mike continuously asking about Davis' name, his place, and all such things. And also in angry, he just pull out the pants of Davis also. Davis trying to prove that he has been taken by Aston, but Mike doesn't listen his words. And he says that Davis is born to lie. And he also says that he's an old rogue and a criminal. But later Mick wants to get some agreement with Davis if he wants to stay with them in future. So he checks about the rental agreement, rental charge, and other expenses also. But he doesn't know that Davis doesn't even have a single rupee in his hand. So at the time, Aston walks into the house and Mick lets David's pants fall and David picks them up. Aston takes off his coat and lights up a cigarette. He just notices the condition there and everyone seems to be quiet. The bucket still gets a drop, the roof is leaking, and Aston and Mike talk about the presence of Davis. And Davis asks them what they do when the bucket is full, and Aston says that they empty it when it is filled. Actually, Aston has gone to the inn and gets us back. But when Mike and Davis